So, good morning, guys. Thank you for coming this morning. We have today with us a good friend. His name is Lucas Gozalbe. He started a company about 10 years ago called Icinetic or Icinetic. Icinetic, I think it's better to say that.
Yeah, in English.
And they've been successful also in closing rounds of investors. And the last one, they closed it during the summer, right? I read in the blog that they raised about roughly 700,000 euros. Together with the lead investor, I think it was Caixa Capital Risk. Yeah, it's a bank in Spain, but they have also an arm dedicated to investments. So maybe he can share some thoughts about raising funds also early and raising funds in Spain. The company is based in Seville, but they have offices also in San Francisco and Cairo.
Cairo, yeah.
I don't know the reasons.
It's a good story.
It's a good story. And I think the company that is going to be most interesting for you guys is called BuildUp. It's a tool for developing very quickly an app. So there are some other tools in the market, but I think this one is going to be very interesting for you because he also is going to be proposing that you could use it free for some time, right?
1 year.
1 year free. Normal price is about $60 a month. So it's a lot of money also you're going to be saving. So you can create, I think, up to 3 apps, and you can download also the source code, the native code also. And you can publish directly into the iOS app or Android application store. So it's an amazing app that you should consider if you haven't. So
is it a mobile platform? Or
no, it's an online tool that generates apps.
No, because I have a friend that is doing exactly the same what he makes now.
Yeah. But it's different because our tool is perfect for a startup because we give the source code so you can start your MVP, or maybe if you're looking for money from an investor, you can have something to show very fast with your ideas, and then you can move forward from this starting point. And other competitors are focusing on just a black box, so just the app, you can change nothing, you just have an app. But with our tool, we designed the tool to generate source code, high quality source code, to be like a starting point, which is different and it's good for a startup.
Okay. So we'll go into the details of the platform later on. So he's going to be spending some quality time with you to tell you how to do it. But I think it will be great if you can ask questions about first things first, raising money.
Yeah.
How do you do it? I mean,
yeah. Well, today things are changing, to be honest, because I was here last year, and today it's a little bit different, and every day changing. So first thing, if you want to raise money from investors, you have to keep in touch with people that already done this, because every year is changing. So today I think it's more about getting traction. So it's hard in Spain. I'm talking about Spain, okay? Yeah. In Spain, we can talk about San Francisco and the Valley also, okay? But if you're looking money in Spain, I know very well all the VCs in Spain. And now at this stage, what they are looking for is companies with traction. And what is traction? Traction has to be at least some sales. So your product has to be in the market and with some customers. And if not, at least a huge number of users using your platform, your tool, your product, your service, whatever. So it's not anymore about ideas. It's not anymore about PowerPoints. It's not anymore about a good team. Okay, this is in Spain. Okay, but in the Valley it's different. Yesterday I was reading about a company which was just released the product yesterday. They were doing since 2011 a Dropbox iCloud like tool. Okay, so it's an online cloud drive. they receive money from a lot of investors just in stealth mode. So doing nothing, just working on the product without any customer, just with the team. They raise, I don't know the number, but a huge number. Okay, but this is the Valley. It's not in Spain. But
Sorry, okay, so this was in the Valley.
in the Valley,
No,
yeah.
Totally contradicting what
No,
you
no,
were
I'm
saying.
talking,
No.
it's very different. So you talk about the Valley and you talk
Sure.
about the Spain. So
Weird.
I would like to ask some questions. So first question, so please raise your hand. So companies, startups here about apps, about mobile apps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. All right. So okay. And about services, just services. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Okay. If you want to raise money at this stage in the Valley, but also in Spain, investors really love products, not services. This is a first general topic, general advice, but it's not you should be careful. Every case is different. Okay, but this is the first advice, general advice I would like to give to you.
Yeah.
Define. Good. This is a good question. So if you can scale the services, it's a product. So they want real scalability. So they want to sell this, and they can want to sell this and this. This is very fast without growing the team.
So Dropbox is a product company.
It's a product company.
Although it's a service for you, but it's a product company.
Yeah.
So if you can make use out of the internet, the power of internet, to distribute your product online without logging your
People.
company, you're a product company.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a service company.
I think I can spend. Last year I was 15 minutes per team, but this time I would like to spend half an hour with everything here, because I think I can give you a lot of feedback about so my background. So sorry, I think I should introduce myself. No?
Yeah.
I am a computer science engineering, so I used to be a developer. 10 years ago, I started my company. I was the first developer. Okay, but now I'm I studied an MBA, some business upgrades, and now I'm the the president, the CEO of the company, and I'm more on the business side. But I have a background that I can go very low, very deeper to the technical aspects of a product, that I can go up to the business and financial. So I can give you advice in both fields. Okay, in the technical and the deeper product advices, but also in how to raise money, how to build a team, and everything. So I would really like to spend half an hour with every team, just to show what we can improve.
I need to know also to tell you that he's not only selling this kind of application to startups, so he's been successfully selling to big enterprises. So between his customers, you can see Endesa, which is the main electricity company in Spain. You have Microsoft. I mean, they're
IBM, Intel.
IBM,
New
Intel.
customers.
So any customer. So he has a lot of experience about selling also to big enterprises, not only to startups.
And now it's an update for you. I know a little bit about selling companies.
Okay.
a little bit. But I'm learning. I'm still learning. But,
so it's great. So if you don't mind, why don't we go deep into the platform and tell you?
Okay, perfect. So, so remember, this is a product for you guys. Is a starting point for your MVP, prototype, or in some cases, it can be very close to the final product. So this is not, this is not magic. So you have to work a lot in your product, but this is a starting point, a way of having really, really fast an app. Okay, let's do it. So it's this is the online tool. This is the login. Okay, I think I should. I have an account here.
Yeah, one thing, you're going to be getting a code also to log in and get.
Yes.
And to be able to have it for free also. And if you can promote it, please do it between your peers and the startups you can have. So that will be a lot of benefit also.
Yeah.
Will we get the referral bonus?
Yeah, maybe you will get the referral bonus. I mean, it depends how many you're getting.
Yeah. No, it's a.
If you download my app too.
So
You have companies from Russia here. You have companies from the Netherlands, from some parts of Europe. You have from Venezuela, from Chile. So,
nice.
so it's a nice point,
And it's point to
also
start.
to
Yeah.
start.
To be honest, today my goal is to test my product. So I'm getting more feedback from you than that you expected. So, but let's do it. So let's. This is the login. Okay, you can click on create an app. We have different templates for to have a quick starting point. Okay, so we can, for example.
Do you want to be sitting here? So
Yeah.
you see better?
We can create a business directory app, or maybe we can create different type of apps. Okay, but let's create from scratch. Okay, so I would like to any startup here that want to share what kind of app are building, just to do the same with my tool. Okay, so do for example.
So for example, talking the one that we have for consumer, so we're in the restaurant space. So provide an app for loyalty programs, promotions, and
Perfect.
table bookings.
So for restaurants, for consumer, but with what kind of customer? What kind of final customer?
People. So
People.
Yeah.
So and you want to have in the app? Can you repeat, please?
Sure. So we have promotions.
Promotions?
all the acquisitions.
Perfect.
And, table booking for reservation and loyalty.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So
Why don't you sit here so it's going to be easier also?
You want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
want to be
Easier.
so it's like so. Can you pitch me your idea in 1 minute?
Like the user
business, yeah, the business. So pitch.
because
your idea.
because the whole idea is like a different infrastructure, because there's also the point of sales for the business. So like regarding the user, so this will be a way for you to be in touch with your restaurants at any stage and be able to access the top places in the city at a discounted price.
Okay, perfect. So let's create a list of restaurants first, okay? And you can apply coupons and discount.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yep.
This kind of okay.
Yeah,
So we're gonna build an MVP for him about a list of restaurants and a button to click on apply discount, and maybe we can go to the web page of the restaurant to apply the discount. Maybe make sense?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. So let's create first a string is going to be a list of restaurants. Okay. So we can choose different type of controls in your app. For example, a list here. We can say restaurants. Okay. So this is, as you can see, we have here a prototype of the app. Here a list of restaurants, and then if you click on a restaurant, you will see the detail of the restaurant. So all the information about the restaurant, not only the list. Okay. Okay. So
So do you have a UX map like in the app, so flow of what customer will do? So like a map, step 1 to login, step 1 this.
yes, we can do that. So we can like a workflow.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, like
yeah,
workflow,
yeah. So, but first, so if we talk about restaurant, we want to know what kind of information we would like to store about the restaurant. A photo of the restaurant, the address of the restaurant, what kind of information, no? So let's create the database of the restaurants, okay? So we can have different type of databases in this system. We can have a cloud database, so a database in the cloud, like any kind of database in the cloud. But we can also store all the data local in the mobile phone. In this case, for example, you want to build an app that you don't have connectivity, or maybe imagine an app in the countryside where you can't find GPS, 3G connectivity. So all the data must be stored local or in Google Sheet, on Excel Online, Google. There are different kinds of databases. Okay, but let's use just a simple cloud database. Okay, with the restaurants. Okay, so here we have like any other kind of Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so we have columns. So we would like to change this, like for example, the name of the restaurant. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we can have the address. We can have a picture of the restaurant and maybe a phone. Okay. You can add different type of fields in your database. But as you can see, it's easy. It's like an Excel, or if you remember Microsoft Access, more or less. Okay. Perfect. So now we can add some data to start testing. No, for example, let's create a for example, this is a famous restaurant in Seville. So it's this is the address. Some picture. I don't know if I have any picture here. Picture of me. Nice. And a phone. Okay. Nice. So this is a simple database. You see, it's we can update here, but now I want to connect the database with the strings of my app. So I want to show this database in a special way. So this is the restaurant. I would like to connect the database with the design. Click on the data, connect with the restaurant database, and now I have here, as you can see, the data showing in the screen. So from a point of view, I think here I would like to say, okay, this is the name of the restaurant, and this is maybe the address, okay, of the restaurant. You can see here how the interface is built in real time, okay? So, okay, but I would like to to filter by name of the restaurant, for example. So any user in the app can click on the filter and say, okay, I would like to search to filter for the restaurants in Seville, or for the restaurants in about Chinese food, for example. Okay. Perfect. So now in the detail screen, so when any user click on the restaurant list, you want to show more information. Okay, not only the address and the and the name of the restaurant. So here I can put the name, I can put the address, I can put the phone number, and okay, I would like to say, let's do it. So this is a first point of contact with the restaurant, the phone. So click on Have Phone, and as you can see here, I click icon about the phone. So the user will be able to click on here and call directly to the restaurant. Okay. And also the image of the restaurant here. Okay. So this is a prototype of how this list will work. But imagine I would like to add some new feature about let people update the restaurants. So maybe I know a very good restaurant and I want to just take a picture and add data to the app, just to add more restaurants to the database. So I can click on here to let people to add restaurants, also to search a restaurant. So this is the Android version of the app. You can see this is the new design, material design, Android. If you know about something about Android, this is the new way of UX in Android. And the iPhone version looks different, like any other iPhone app. Okay, so let's do it. So this is a first example. Okay, let's try how it works. So now, if you click on Get My App, I can choose the platform. I want to generate this for Android and for iOS. So now what we are doing is just from this simple design, we're generating the source code. We're compiling the app. We're doing everything you need to have the app installed in the phone. So actually, if you have a QR reader, so QR reader, you know what I mean? Install. If you don't have a QR reader in your phone, just install it, because everybody's gonna install the app right now. Okay, so I have this scan QR. So please open your phones, take it. If you don't have a QR reader, download someone from the App Store or Google Play, okay? Because we are gonna install the app, everybody, in the phones, okay? Yep. The app we just created, we're gonna install it right now on the phones, okay? So this is the iOS version. So here, this is the QR. You click on here, okay? Okay, you will see this. Click on install the app. This is the instruction, okay? So if you have iOS 9, which is you have to allow. Okay?
Can you zoom
No, yeah, it should work. It's very weak. We're testing the quality of the cameras. It's high quality. It's a good mobile. So this is the so.
Is this an APK at this stage?
Yes, I'm talking about, yeah.
How can you open an APK on Android?
This is the Android version. You can install it. It is an APK.
Sorry, no, Android, on the iOS.
IPA. I'm going to explain it later. So this is the Android. So if you have an Android, just click on here. Okay. So you have to. This is the Android, and the other one was the iPhone. Sorry. So the old QR was the iPhone version, and now this is the Android version. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sometimes I'm very used to do this, so I'm so fast. So if this is the QR in the iOS version, if you have iOS 9, you have to allow my company certificate. So you have to follow the instructions. Okay. Yeah. But in the Android version, you need to allow third-party apps. So I have the app here. Okay. I don't know if you look at. So it's restaurants. Okay. This is me. Okay. Click on the restaurant. Okay. I have everything here, and if I click on the call phone, I'm calling myself. Okay. And this is a native app, so it's very fast. Okay. This is the Android version. Okay. So did you install anyone in the Android? Anyone install it? What? Really? Oh, can't believe it. Only my phone work it? Let me check.
You should agree to install from recognized
This is the Android.
This is the Android.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we have a bug. Welcome to the Startup world. So this is the iOS. The iOS version is working. Okay.
Okay. No.
Open URL.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. So sorry, I'm gonna call my office because this is a very serious bug. So this is a critical bug. So let's WhatsApp first. Yeah. No, we have a bug in the Android version, so it's not working, the URL. But you can try again. Maybe it's about this Android. Maybe it's I'm sure this is. Sometimes it depends on the QR reader you're using, but in this case, I think it's a bug. So because no one in the Android, no one here installed the Android version. No one installed it. Okay. But the iPhone version, yes, no? You installed the iPhone version? Nice. Okay. So again, so in this case, what we have is again. So what we have is a list of restaurants. In this case, we have just the name of the restaurant, the address, and the phone. So if you think about what we have done right now, it's a first step, because of course the design, you can change the design, you can put your own logo and change the color, the background, the app, so you can change the UX, the experience of the app here. You can add security, you can add new databases, you can have push notifications here only in the standard version, which I'm going to give you a 1 year free subscription to this tool. But also you can publish the app. So we can help you to publish the app in the Google Play and the Apple Store. So
you need to have an account, right?
yeah, but I will leave you an account. Okay. Well, you have to have a developer account to publish your app. This is a different story. Okay, we are not gonna give you a developer account. Okay.
Maybe that's the reason it's like me, go to the developer doesn't do something, I can trust this.
No, but you have to do it in the configuration. You can trust the developer certificate. If you go back to the instructions, if you follow the web page you just opened it, you will learn how to install the app. Okay, it's very okay. You have to accept the certificate. So we can do a lot of things. I don't wanna do a very boring speech today. So you can add different type of screens. For example, if any of your apps is about maps, you can create maps here. You can create custom screens where you can add a lot of information, charts, KPIs, a lot of information. So you can do a lot of things with it too. Okay, but I would like to help you in a different way, because so for example, all your ideas are in a very early stage, or anyone has customers, already have customers on the product. So you have customers, and you also have customers. So what kind of product do you have? You also have. What kind of product do you have?
Medical profiles.
Medical profiles.
Yes.
So, but
Our customer have been health professionals.
Health professionals. So it's perfect for this kind of tool. You can have, for example, security here, to have profiles with your login and only your data.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's perfect. So, but how are you building your app? So do you have a web page? No.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very easy. Yeah, web page. Yeah. Maybe. So I would like to do this speech very dynamic. So I would like to answer any question you have. Maybe later we can go to to a specific one-to-one meeting to answer more. But with my tool, what you can do is just, if you want to raise money, I've seen so many times this with some people is using my tool. Just create an app, very beautiful app. You don't have all the features, all the functionalities you need in your app, but you can have something to show to a VC or the first customers. You can go to your first customer and say, okay, you have an app, test it, give me feedback. So, because one of the first mistakes startups do is wait too long until go to the market. So everybody is trying to do the perfect product, the perfect company, the perfect service, but sometimes it's too late. So if you have something, if you're solving a real problem, what you have to do is just to go to test as soon as possible. And this is why we build this. We build this because we want to have something very, very quick, but at the same time, very beautiful to show to your first customers, to your first investors, your first employees, just to show how it works. Okay, but it's a first step, because in your case you have to have a lot of security. So not only login, you have to have encryption, you have to have SSL connectivity, you have to have a lot of features, but those features are not important at the beginning. So the only thing that matters is just to have a happy customer and then you can improve. No? But with my tool, if you can download the source code, so you can hire a developer, and you can say, you know what, this is the first version, just extend it and add more features. So it's going to be cheaper and faster. In some cases, okay, it's not. So, and so you also have customers?
Yes, I do. We have a platform.
Ah.
We make it second opinions and
Huh? In your case, so you have a web page also, no?
yes,
Responsive web page. And the video conference?
we're developing that.
Okay, so I know.
The second opinion we send
Yeah.
information. It's difficult by phone to add
Nice. So I want to show you something very interesting for you. We are building the next version of the platform. We are working with Intel. Okay, so sorry. So we are working with Intel. They have an SDK to develop real-time video communication and a lot of features to real-time things. Okay, so and we are working with them, and we are adding this real-time video conference in the apps, so you can have what you need. So you can have a video conference, an app with a video conference in real time with the doctor. Yeah, we're gonna release this in a few weeks. Yeah, but if we want, I can put you in contact with the Intel team because they are looking for early adopters. So your company can be an early adopter, and we can talk about that later. So, and what else? Do you have customer also, Tom? So, what kind of
Video gamers.
video gamers?
Yeah,
Nice.
they play. We have a platform which and play for money. So we, based on algorithms, find them when people skill and via API we get the results from the games. They play consoles, etc. We just let them to get money on their games and get the results and find them.
Mm.
But we have a huge backend, you know. So
Yeah, I know that. Interesting. I need to know more. So, ask me a question. So, what are your main concerns? Money? Your main concern? How to raise money? Or it should be, no? I think money and time is because yesterday I was reading also about what is really bad for startups. It's that we die from the cash flow. Okay, but first of all, I think you need to know if you are solving a real problem. Sometimes, in my case, I think we pivot 3-4 times with my product. So because at the beginning it was a totally different platform with another type of customers, we realized that we were in love with our own product, but people they didn't care about that. So you need to be sure that you're solving a real problem. And sometimes this is first. So first is, are you solving a real problem? And then raise money. Because when an investor asks you about traction, what they really want to know is about if you're solving a real problem. Because if people is using your product because you're solving a problem, no? If you have a very high technology product with a lot of features, but no one is using it. Maybe you have you have a Ferrari, but you have a Ferrari, in the desert. Nobody's gonna use it. Okay, so if you are in the desert, if you live in the desert, you need a 4x4. It's a special vehicle. Yeah. So I think how are you doing that? So for example, in your case, what kind of product do you have?
We built a mobile wallet, so
Mobile wallet.
yeah. We run it on our own service. We also have a use package, so it doesn't work for us.
No, but I'm curious about a wallet. So Apple Pay, Google Play, Samsung Pay.
Bitcoin wallets.
What?
Bitcoin wallets.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
And I know a company in San Francisco. They're using Bitcoin authentication chain to have something like, OAuth. It's like when you sign with your Facebook account or you sign with Google account and web pages, the same with Bitcoin authentication chain. So I can, it's a good contact in the Valley about Bitcoins, and those guys are doing a lot of things about Bitcoin, and they know everyone in this space. Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
getting a lot of attention there. Druggies.
I love the idea. So a Bitcoin wallet. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just ask me a question. I'm here just, I came from Seville just to try to help you.
Like something more on raising money. So like you've been through several steps, right? So
Yeah.
several rounds.
I think it's a full-time activity as a CEO of an entrepreneur. If you want to raise money, you have to think about like my next 6-month job. So if you raise money, you do nothing but raising money in the next 6 months. So if you want to do that, you have to have another person in the team managing the business and the product. Okay. So if you are alone, if you raise money, you do nothing, just raising money. Okay. First advice. Second advice, the business plan. So everybody's gonna ask you about the business plan. Okay. You have to have good numbers, but not too much. Okay. Because sometimes you try to, okay, next year $1 million, and 2 years after $30 million. Okay. Nobody's gonna believe that. Okay. You can do it, but nobody's gonna believe that. So you have to be realistic, but at the same time to keep a balance between growing money. So you have to. It is a very complicated balance between good numbers, but not too much. Okay. And this is the first. And the second advice is if you're looking for money now, so we are in October, the business plan should start in June 2016. Because if you make a business plan and the business plan, the first sale or the first, the first step is in January, in February and March, when you are talking with a VC, they will ask you about, this is the business plan, and what about January? What about February? What about March? So you gave me a business plan from January to December 2016, okay? And you have to be very careful, because if you say, okay, I'm going to have 1,000 customers in January, and you're in February showing the business plan to an investor, he will ask you about, what about January? Do you have 1,000 customers? Of course you don't, okay? So you have to be smart, and you have to start looking for money. And the first step in the business plan should be 6 months after. Make sense? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
This is I did these mistakes the first time, and it was because VCs they sometimes they are faster, but sometimes they are very slow. They think twice, and they do that. So you give them a business plan, they will ask you about the business plan 4 months after as a follow-up, and every time I see that. So you think you have 1,000 customers in January, you will have 100. Okay.
I have a question just on the business model, because there was a lot of confusion on this. So what do you think is a good business plan for VCs? Is it like the 30 pages, the 100 pages?
Yeah, good. I have a very good tool. Let me think. I think it's here. Yeah, here. This is a tool. I've been using it. I think my account expired, but oh no, it's working. Okay, so this is a life plan. This is an online tool to develop business plans. Okay, and this is not perfect, but it will help you a lot if you're looking for money. and you want to show a very professional business plan with all the financials, marketing, you have all the ingredients here to show a what?
It's only P&L. It doesn't have this balance sheet, cash flow.
No, everything. Cover everything. Yes.
The last time I checked it, definitely.
No, I've been using it. You have everything here. You have everything: revenue, expenses.
No, I mean,
Yeah, but that's the
financial
P&L. Like he's talking about the balance sheet.
No, but I know it has the balance sheet
and the cash flow.
and the cash flow also.
So, give me 3 months.
Yeah, everything you need. Everything.
Because I saw it.
No, everything. Budget, personal plan, forecast, financing, and financial statement again here. Balance sheet,
Okay.
cash flow, everything. Okay. Okay. So this is this is not perfect. This is the life plan. So this is not perfect. Okay, because but you have to you don't need. So another advice. So just waste time. It's a waste of time. Okay, a business plan. It is. But you have to have if you want to go to the investor because they are gonna say, okay, if I give you $1 million, what I get out from $1 million? So you have to have the answer, and the business plan is gonna change the day after you build it. So if we start a business plan together, tomorrow is gonna change. Okay, but you have to have it, and this is the an easy way of doing that. Very professional. Every time I show it this kind of business plan to investors, they say, "Whoa, this is a very professional business plan." I said, "Yes." Okay. So this is a good advice, but
And I have another question. So, since you've been in touch with several of them, what's the time frame of response normally?
yeah, it's so I've seen deals in 1 month. I know, for example, Charboost. You know Charboost? Charboost is an ads network for developers and for games. So maybe you know that. It's like Google AdWords, but for mobile games and and for developers. Okay, and they started in San Francisco, and 1 month after Sequoia invested in them because they were growing like hell. Okay, so thousands of customers every day, new customers. So they went to Sequoia and they invested in 1 month. Okay, but this is extraordinary. So in my experience, it takes 6 months to 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true. Because that's the reason why if you start a business, that's true. Another advice is if you are solving a real problem, if you are solving a real problem, you just have to show that. And why? Because again, from an investor point of view, it's not about money, it's about solving a real problem. And sometimes if you're solving a real problem in 1 month, like Charboost, customer will know that and they will buy or use your services. But what happened today is that, in my case, for example, Bilab, I think I'm solving a real problem, but to be honest, I don't have right now the viral effect. Not right now. Okay, I'm looking for. If you're lucky with my product, maybe you will tell your friends, "Oh, I knew a guy the other day who has a platform to be lab." So
But your market is competitive. There are other apps and products under them. How do you highlight your priorities, your competitive advantages?
so how I can show to the
You're
customer.
better than other builders.
Yeah, you can use 100 different builders in the market. Okay, why? Yeah, it's a good question. And this is the hard question. But for example, I know maybe 2-3 companies like yours. You know that, no? You have competitors. No? Yeah, you too. You know that. So
Everybody.
you don't. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But so everybody has competition, and that's good because if you don't have competitors, that maybe something is wrong. Okay, but so you have to. This is I think the thing is, in my case, I'm gonna explain how I did it. So nobody is giving the source code. So all the builders in the market. So my product is in a category called App Builder. Okay, and nobody has the capability to give you the source code. The reason is complicated. It's from a technical point of view. We're generating source code, so you have a code generator inside, and the competitors, what they are doing is another strategy, okay, different. So we use this key feature to say, okay, we are different, and then this technical feature we translate it to business and to marketing, because the first thing I told you today was, you can get the source code, go find a developer, and you can extend the source code of your app. You have a first starting point. This is not a black box. These features are important for some kind of customers, not for everybody. For example, startups, you need to have the source code. You need to extend. You need to grow. Okay. My competitors are going through small and medium enterprise to have a loyalty programs, for example, or a restaurant, or a small enterprises, small business, and they are selling black boxes, so you can touch the product. This is the app. The only thing you have is an app. You can't change nothing. It's just an app. Okay.
So you redefine.
Yeah, we pivot. We learned it that a lot of people is trying to do the same. And what I've seen is that all my competitors are doing the same. They are trying to do verticals. So an app builder for health systems, an app builder for games, an app builder for loyalty. Okay, so this kind of the market is moving and it's very fast. For example, if you study a competitor 1 week, 2 months after, maybe you're talking about a totally different product. That's the reason why you need to study. So if I were you in your situation today, first, even before money, is I'm solving a real problem or not? I'm in love with my product and there is no real problem in the market? This is a hard question. This is really hard question. Some cases, in your case, for example, I have 3 kids, so I really need a medical record for my kids because I have a lot of papers. I have a big box with all the the doctor, pediatrics, a lot of information in a box, and sometimes they ask me about, okay, do you have the last blood test of your kid? I don't know, what is it? No? So it's very important to have this story. So it's a problem, okay? But I, as a customer, I'm not interested in using your product because a lot of reasons. So even if you know there is a real problem, you have to test it. You have to go to the customer as soon as possible to ask, will you be using my product or not? No? And this is not easy. And sometimes it's scary, and sometimes it's a challenge. And sometimes the worst thing is that you have to throw the towel. You know the expression? Throw the towel. Yeah. So you have to give up. And this is very, very hard. When you spend 6 months of your life trying to build something, but you need to be smart enough to say, no, I'm not solving a real problem. Customer don't want it. So let's be pivot, or let's build another thing from scratch. And this is I've seen people doing that, and it's really hard. I am also a mentor in the Founder Institute in San Francisco, here in Cordoba. Founder Institute is another accelerator. They have something in the accelerator program where every month, you have to test some milestones, and if you don't pass, you're out. But they managed to convince you that you have to give up. So, for example, I have a friend who was building a health company also, but he had no background in the medical field. So he was an engineering, okay, but he had no experience in the health space. They asked about, do you have any experience in the health space? Do you have customers? Do you have vendors? Do you know something about that field? No, nothing. And at that time, he quit. He changed his idea, because when you have to be realistic. So because sometimes you're trying to build something that you think but you don't really know what is it. So, you know, in your case, for example, there is a lot of apps around the world doing what you try to do. So you have to do something different, and you have to find someone that is willing to pay or to use your platform, and that's the key point. And then raise money, because if you can show. I'm thinking about me as an angel investor. I invested into companies. Okay, one it's I'm gonna tell you Camera Away. Camera Away is an app where you click a button and you can have a photographer in your house or in your office to take photos of whatever you want or a video. They did nothing, just they went in Seville to different places. They went to real estate companies. They just printed a card with, okay, if you want a photo of your of a new building, a new house you're trying to sell, high quality photos, just call me. Okay, they had 22% of conversion rate with this, which is huge. That was enough to prove they are solving a real problem. So sometimes you don't need an app. You just go to ask to the customers. That was enough to convince people to invest money in the company. But to do that, they were trying first. They spent 6 months trying to build an app. Just wasting his time. Okay, it's there's an example of what trying to explain. And some cases it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy to do that, because you have to say, okay, I'm doing nothing but doing this the last 3 weeks or maybe 1 month, and it's really hard. But you have to find the way of proving you're solving a real problem. I'm doing with my product today. What else? What? Tell me more about your company.
My product is Health Baby.
Health?
Health Baby.
Uh-huh.
Like
Nice.
cartilla de salud infantil.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I will try to integrate appointments for telemedicine. And
I'm your customer, you know. I have 3 kids. I told you.
very good. So, and I will. This app has curves and a schedule for vaccines.
Yeah.
And the personal information for the kids, allergies or medications.
Mm-hmm.
And my clients, maybe the parents, but I think the insurance company or hospitals was is the client for me.
Nice. So, do you have a health background or so?
I'm pediatrician.
Okay. Nice. Very interesting. No, I know a very good friend in Seville who was in charge. Indra, you know Indra? It's a very IT company in Spain. You know Indra? So he built all the Diraya. You know Diraya? It's the health system in Junta Andalucía. Yeah, Diraya is a huge information system in Junta Andalucía to manage all the medical records for everybody in Andalucía. Okay, he built it, and he has a company that focuses in services for the healthcare system. So maybe I can put you in contact with him, because he can help you a lot. Maybe you too, because he knows a lot of the problems in this. I think the first thing is security. So nobody is very, very huge problem. Okay, security.
It's not the problem. It's the
Yeah. I know what you mean.
The patients wants their information in her phone.
I want.
Or in the computers, but if the system has really resistance.
Yeah. No, I know that.
And even some doctors, we are in the same line of the patients.
You know that.
But it's a system.
Yeah. It's hard. It's very hard. we can talk maybe later about the business model and everything because it's hard. So maybe about you, what's nice wallet, Bitcoin wallet. Yes. Sorry, I can't.
Automatical video editing. App, it's like Instagram for video.
For video.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So it's a very complicated algorithm.
Yeah, but client is very simple, like Instagram. Yeah. I'll work in the server.
Nice. You work in the server side. Yeah.
Yeah. Client on the upload to the server and give the final film. And application will look like Instagram.
Nice. So in your case, I would say you have a great opportunity because I think video is going to be, the next Instagram is going to be, but you have to challenge. One, you know that Instagram can do that. In fact, I think Twitter is doing video. I think it's I don't know if they have videos inside the tweets. I don't know yet, but they're thinking about adding video capabilities to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. So everybody is moving to add more features in the platform to the video, but you have also an opportunity because you do very well. You can have an exit very fast. So it's a risk, but it's an opportunity. And the thing is that you can focus on, filters, algorithms to apply to the videos very fast, high scalability, and maybe if I'm the CEO of Instagram, I would say, okay, this company is doing better than my team, or maybe they did it faster or early. So you can, if you move fast enough, you can have an exit, but it's a risk because all it can be maybe 100 different type of apps to edit images, not videos, okay? And all those apps can pivot to video also. So you have a risk, but also an opportunity. It's interesting. Okay, and both of you, what? You share the same company? You're just friends, no?
We are less minutes for business class.
What?
Less minutes for business
Nice. Really?
The passenger with an economy ticket have the possibility to get an upgrade in the six business class are going to fly.
Nice. I'm going to New York this Saturday. I'm in the back of the plane. Can I use it? Can I use it? It's already working? It's working? It's not working. Oh, mala suerte.
A la vuelta.
A la vuelta. No. So, but you have to have, Amadeus? You know Amadeus?
Yeah.
You know that. So you have to integrate your idea with a lot of systems. How do you do that? So how do you do that? Because it's really complicated to how do you do that? It's complicated. You have contacts with Iberia and. Nice.
3 days before,
Nice.
1 day before the flight.
That's amazing because now you have an entry barrier. You know what is an entry barrier? Barrera de entrada. An entry barrier is something you have to avoid competition. So para no tener competencia. So you have an entry barrier. You have I think Iberia, for example, you are the only one that will be doing that because maybe so you can have a very special thing to avoid competition, to be different, really different, because no one is doing that because for a very good reason, because it's very hard to find the right people. This is a special business class, it's business class, so it's not easy to manage and to get to the right people in the plane company, in the flight company to provide you this contact and to tell you when a seat is free in the business class. So it's interesting. And you?
I'm the health
Ah, nice. Okay. I think and you?
We're doing unboxing video platform.
What?
Unboxing video platform.
Uh-huh.
Are you familiar with unboxing videos?
No.
So this is a new trend which started in 2013 of people unboxing their packages in front of the camera. And the trend is growing pretty well, and we see that these videos can provide a lot of information for future shoppers. So we have two audiences, like early adopters who want to get unboxing videos, and another audience who wants to buy themselves after watching the video. We have created a platform for this, and it's called unboxing video.
But sorry, I don't get it. Boxing video is like I don't get it. What is it?
You can Google it. You can Google it.
Box. Unboxing. No.
Yeah.
No, unboxing video. So a tool to. That's nice. Oh, yeah. My kids are always watching videos about
I know that.
toys. Toys, unboxing toys. Nice. It's good. Are you? The same. Okay. I think I asked it to everybody. No, no one left. No, I think okay, together. Okay. Nice. So if you want, we can have a face-to-face meeting. Yeah, perfect. So I don't know. I don't know where is Rafa, but maybe it's here. Maybe it's another place.
We can do it here.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Bájalo.